I refuse to have a sad Valentine's Day this year. I'm all glammed up to go out for my chocolate cocktails tonight. I'm feeling very positive, like filled with love. Love for friends, love for family, love for myself. Handwritten notes to give them on Valentine's Day. Love yourself, treat yourself. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this random Thursday in my life. So I have decided to vlog from Thursday because I have a couple of exciting plans coming up. I am out for cocktails tonight with some of my work friends, and not just any cocktails. We're going to get chocolate cocktails, so I am really excited to share this with you. I've never been to a dessert cocktail place before, so was looking at the menu last night. They have like Kinder Bueno, raspberry ripple, chocolate orange, Toblerone. There are just so many different types of chocolate flavoured cocktails. I didn't even know you could get these kind of drinks, so I'm really excited about that. So I figured I would start vlogging midweek instead, or kind of near the end of the week rather than waiting for the weekend. I also have a few weekend plans coming up, but I am trying to take it a bit easy as well. I'm starting to feel a bit run down, under the weather. I've had a really busy week at work, and obviously I was in Leeds last weekend, so it was very busy, very full on. I didn't have a lot of downtime, so I think that's why I'm starting to feel a little bit unwell with a sore throat and a little bit nasally. I don't know if you can hear that in my voice. I was planning on going to the gym today because I haven't done any exercise all week, but I just think I don't want to push my body. Like, I do feel a bit guilty that I haven't been, but I shouldn't, because I'm all about that gentle nourishment, and there's no point in forcing my body to reach its breaking point, and I'll just get more sick and I'll make myself worse. So I'm trying to look after myself. So instead I have decided to stay in today. I've done 2 days in office, which has been really busy and hectic. Lots of really important back-to-back meetings, lots of reading outside of work. So yeah, I think I've just really run myself down this week. So this is my work from home day today, and then I wanted to kind of at least give myself some of the day time to recover so I can enjoy cocktails tonight. And then I'm seeing friends on the weekend for a girls brunch because Valentine's Day is coming up, and as you guys know, I am single and I refuse to have a sad Valentine's Day this year. So I'm doing what I've called Palentines, Valentine's Day with pals tonight with my two work friends for cocktails, and then Galentines with the girls on Saturday. We're gonna go get some brunch in King's Cross, so really looking forward to that and showing you guys what I'm up to in London. Anyway, I am still at work for the day. I'm gonna have to head back to my desk because it's nearly the end of my lunch break, and I do have a couple of meetings in the afternoon, so I'm gonna have to head back to that. But I guess I'll see you this evening when I go for my cocktails. I feel like I've talked about this on my channel before, but correct me if I'm wrong. I love a hot juice. Definitely try it if you haven't before. I tend to drink this when I'm feeling sick, I think, because it's just, you want something warm on your throat when you've got a sore throat. But also growing up, my mum used to give me like warm lemonade with like orange slices in it, or like segments in it, like of a peeled orange. So I think it always reminds me of that weird like home herbal remedy of how to get better when you're feeling sick. I don't know, there is something there. There's something nostalgic in a warm juice or a warm lemonade, and that is my go-to drink of choice today. It's orange and mango squash. And yeah, when I say juice I mean squash. I know some people call it different things, but it's like the concentrate that you dilute with water. That's what I'm on about. Can definitely recommend. I already feel like I'm getting better because I've had my soup for lunch and my hot juice, and I'm just ready to be healed and cured again and get rid of this horrible cold that I can feel coming on. I don't know, let me know in the comments below if you've heard of this before, if you like a hot juice, or any of your sort of homemade remedies for when you've got a cold or if you're feeling sick. What do you go for? I would love to hear your suggestions. that is work all finished, all my projects completed for the day, and I'm all glammed up to go out for my chocolate cocktails tonight with my friends from work. I am so excited. I'm already feeling a lot better in myself. I did say I was feeling a little bit sick this morning, but definitely feeling a lot better. I'm going to credit that to the hot juice, but who knows, maybe I've just rested well. Maybe it was a good idea not to go to the gym and push my body too much, because I am feeling refreshed and ready to go out. I'm wearing this cute like puffy shouldered burgundy blouse that I haven't worn in ages, and I've got my really glam, you can't see them, but really glam sequined high-heeled pointed toed boots on, so I'm ready for a good night. And it's been a long time since I've just gone out for drinks. Like, it's not something I normally do, so feeling very excited to do something a bit different that's not like brunch or lunch or dinner, or I don't know, just yeah, going out for drinks and nice cocktails, not just like a local pub or something. This is a chance to get dressed up and feel nice and drink something different, so really looking forward to that. But again, don't want it to be a wild night because I do have a couple of important meetings tomorrow, and as much as Thursday is the new Friday, I do still have a Friday to come back to tomorrow at work, even though I'm working from home. So I am gonna grab my bag, grab my coat and head out the door so I'm not late for my friends.
I could wait 1,000 days. You never wait for me. You never wait for me. Haven't I suffered enough to let you go? After all that you, I had you gone. After all that you, after all that you, I had you gone. After all that you, after all that you, I had you gone. After all that you.
I am back in the house from my chocolate cocktails experience, or as one of my friends called it, chocktails, which I don't know why they didn't name the bar or cafe that name, because that's quite catchy. And it was so tasty. They weren't as like sweet or overwhelming as I thought they were going to be. Like, yes, they were very sweet, but they were definitely manageable. I had 2 cocktails, so they weren't too sickly, and I've never had anything like them before. They were really good. So the first one I went for was the chocolatini. We had a choice of 3 in our ticket that we'd booked to get into the cafe slash bar. I keep saying cafe slash bar because it was kind of a weird hybrid between the two. It was a very, very small venue. Apparently it used to be like a pop-up shop, and then because of the success they kept it open as a full-time shop. But yes, went for the chocolatini, which was on the top 3 menu. It was either that or a strawberry milkshake flavored one and an espresso martini, but I didn't fancy like a strawberry milkshake, and I didn't fancy coffee. I don't really like coffee. And the chocolate one was just super chocolatey, very rich, but liquidy as well, like a cocktail. I don't know what I was expecting. I think I thought it would be like a milkshake, but it wasn't. It was definitely like an alcoholic drink with a little Rolo in the top. If anyone knows what that is, that might be a British sweet. And then my second one, I went for it was called like Nutty Chocolat or something, which was basically Bailey's and amaretto, which is like an almondy flavour. I really like nutty flavours, almond, peanut, and I was kind of torn between that or the Kinder Bueno, but I was going to say I've had a drink similar to that before, but it wasn't. It was Toblerone, but I did fancy the amaretto, Bailey's and gingerbread vanilla one because it just sounded a little bit more different. Like there was a bit more to it than just the Kinder Bueno, and it was so tasty. My friend went for the espresso martini one, and then she got a Biscoff one, and that was so good. I'm not the biggest fan of Biscoff ever, but that was really good if you wanted something different to chocolate. And my other friend, he went for a chocolate beer, but I'm not a beer fan, so I wasn't super keen on that. But yeah, glad I tried it. Probably wouldn't go back again because it is a bit of a novelty, but I'm so glad I tried it because yeah, it was such a good experience, really good vibes in the place, and definitely one to check out if you're in London. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's the Chocolate Cocktail Club in Farringdon. So if you catch yourself about in that area, go check it out. I have had the most lovely, relaxed morning ever, and yet somehow I'm super rushed right now. I basically had a slow morning, had some porridge in bed and watched the news and was very relaxed. I changed my bed sheets, went and did my usual grocery shop on a Saturday and had my slow stroll to the supermarket, which was lovely, and then came back and started getting ready to go out with my friends for cocktails and lunch. And yet somehow I am now super pressed for time. I feel like I'm running out of time, but I'm going to try and dash out that door now. And actually this morning, as I was walking back from doing my grocery shop, I walked past this lovely flower shop on the corner where I live, and they were putting up like a chalkboard for Valentine's Day where people could write personalised messages, and they stopped and asked me if I wanted to write on it. So I wrote a little note about loving yourself or self-love, which was really cute. I'm feeling very positive, like filled with love, love for friends, love for family, love for myself. Like Valentine's Day doesn't need to be about being with a partner or in a relationship, so I guess that I'm seeing this lunch and cocktails with the girls as my early Galentines celebrations. Are you guys celebrating Valentine's Day this year? Let me know in the comments below what you're up to. Doesn't have to be in a relationship, as I said. Let me know how you're celebrating yourself or your love for your friends and family. I would love to hear about it.
Just so I can hold you closer. Hold my heart just so I can feel it break. I'm a lot, but I would never be a loner. I love until I'm never the count. Ooh, I love until I'm never the count. I love until I'm never the count.
What a lovely, lovely day I've had. It was so nice being with friends. We actually were out for quite a long time. I think we met at 2 o'clock and left at 6:30, but that's always a sign of a good time when you don't realise the time is passing and how time has slipped away from you because you've just been chatting for so long and catching up. So it was very lovely seeing my two gal pals from work for our little Galentine's Day lunch and cocktails. We went to a restaurant called Mildred's in King's Cross, which is vegan, so many options for me. It was great. I mean, I am vegetarian, not vegan, but sometimes you don't have a lot of choice either way, but this menu was all veggie and vegan, so that was great. There were so many things I could have picked. Like there was a brunch menu, a lunch menu, they had like small plates, large plates, so I will definitely be going back there because I could have had the banana and buttermilk pancakes, the forest of the fruits pancakes, I could have had the classic brunch, they had like a Mexican style brunch. I went for the more Indian style brunch, I think it was called the thali brunch, and it had like a lentil dal type curry thing and rice and tomatoes, green beans, like a flatbread, but it was like in a brunch sort of style with lots of small dishes, as you will have seen in my vlog clip, and it was just to die for. Very, very tasty. But I did kind of want, what was it called? It was like the shiitake mushroom, shiitake tempeh bowl, I think. Sorry, I'm getting, every time I sit here in front of this light I get a shadow on my face, so sorry if I move and then all of a sudden there's a shadow. Anyway, I really thought I wanted the tempeh mushroom bowl, and that's what I was going for, but then when we got there the vibe felt a bit more like brunch, even though it was 2 o'clock, so I went for something on the brunch menu instead. But next time I would really like to go back and get the tempeh broth bowl thing, because that looks incredible from the pictures I'd seen online. And then I'd also like to go back and try the cocktails. We didn't actually get cocktails there. We headed to a place called the Lighterman, which is in Caldrops Yard, if anyone knows London or King's Cross that well. And that was a lovely, lovely vibe. Fairy lights on the river, very cute and cozy. And I went for a caramel martini, which was super tasty. I like a Baileys, I like a creamy cocktail, so that was very good, very nice, very good for a cold day. Like, I was sort of tempted by the, was it apple and vanilla spritz, but that felt like more of a summer drink and it was a little bit chilly today, so I went for the creamier cocktail, but couldn't have had more than that. It was a little bit sickly sweet, but it was nice to have a martini that wasn't coffee, because I don't like coffee, so I don't like an espresso martini, but that was good. And now I'm in for the rest of the night, so I think it's going to be another self-care evening, a relaxing one. I'd quite like to grab a cup of tea, get my pyjamas on and cozy up for the night. So this is probably me for the night, and I'll probably speak to you guys in the morning, because there's not going to be much to show with me just sat watching Netflix or YouTube for the rest of the day. But remember to schedule in some time for yourself to just wind down, because we all need it. Hello everybody, I have just gotten back in from a Sunday run, or Sunday run day as I'm calling it, and I feel really good. I did not want to go this morning when I woke up. I was not in the mood. I wanted to go yesterday but wasn't in the mood yesterday either, and sometimes you've got to evaluate, like, am I not in the mood because my body's saying no, my mind's saying no, in which case I'll listen to it and be like, you're not in the headspace. Or is it like a, oh, I'm a bit lazy, I can't be bothered? And I kind of figured that's what it might be. And if I got myself out on a run, motivated myself, I'd come back and feel better for it. And what do you know? I feel really great. I'm really proud of myself. I did say, you know, a little bit is better than nothing. I'm trying to come in with this new mindset of, well, even if you run 1k, it's better than doing nothing. Or even if you do 5 rather than 10, it's better than nothing. Because I can often have this all or nothing mindset of like, either you don't run or you do 10k and there's no in between, and I'm trying to be a bit more gentle with myself about it, not just in exercise but in general. So I was like, come on, just go out, run until your legs feel tired, your mind says no and you want to turn around. And I ended up doing my usual route pretty much. I cut off a little bit of the end bit, but did most of it, and now I feel great, and I was running a really good pace as well. So it just goes to show, like, once you actually get out there and get motivated and get, you know, the adrenaline pumping, then you're all good to go. I'm glad I did kick myself into gear to do it. I'm meeting up with a friend for coffee and walks today, someone I actually know from back home from when I was really little, and we lived together on the same street. So yeah, really small world that they've ended up in London as well, and actually ended up at the same university as me, and we didn't realise that, so that's kind of funny too. So I'm gonna go meet them, which is really nice. Sorry, I sound a bit nasally, as I said, like I keep coming like on and off with this cold this week, so if I sound a bit in my head, I feel fine, it just sounds like it's still in my head. And I'm sniffling a bit, especially going out on a run when it's cold doesn't help probably. But yeah, so I need to kick my butt into gear, get in the shower and get ready to go and see them. I think there's also bus issues as well, so I need to double check that. I've got plenty of time to get there, but it should just be a chill one. I like chill Sundays. And that's been my morning so far, so it kind of feels like it's whizzed by, and before you know it, we'll be back at work again. But just trying to take it slowly and enjoy what's left of my weekend, and I hope you guys are too. I am back in from my little jaunt out and it was so lovely. Very chilly today, kind of like that sort of sea fret kind of air where it's a bit like speckly with rain and a bit cold and icy, but it didn't feel freezing. It just felt a bit wet in the air, if you know what I mean. If you live in the UK, you will know what I mean. But it was really lovely. We just walked around Green Park, past Buckingham Palace and Big Ben, and saw all of the touristy sites in London, which was nice to do again. It's been a long time since I've done that, and yeah, it was really nice to feel the buzz of London, the buzz of touristy London, because it's not often that you do that, or sometimes you can take it for granted living in London that this is right on your doorstep, and it's really refreshing to be like, wow, I live in London and this is a beautiful, amazing city with amazing like sightseeing spots and architecture, and yeah, it just made me really appreciate being in London and where I am in my life right now. So a bit deeper than I expected to go, but here we are. And then I headed back. I swung by the Body Shop to pick up some hemp hand cream because with the cold weather my hands have been drying out really badly, so I wanted some heavy duty stuff for my hands. And then walked back from the station, which was kind of tiring. I've done about 25,000 steps today, but there's been a problem with the buses, so I had no choice but to walk. And as a treat for doing so much walking and running today, because my goodness, my legs are knackered, I was like, I'm going to take you to your favourite bakery, Emma. You deserve it. You've done a lot of walking and yeah, you've been ploughing on through work, and I just think you deserve a treat. Why not? And with it being Valentine's Day on Tuesday, I wanted to treat myself. So yes, took myself to my favourite bakery. They had lots of Valentine's Day cakes in, and I'm all about that love. I'm all about that self-love. So I picked up a Valentine's Day cake with a little heart tag on it that says always. They had different taglines like forever and I love you and be mine, but I went for always because I will always be there for myself. I don't know, is that a bit cringe to say? I'm on this like self-love train, so you know, come join me. I don't care if it's a little bit cringeworthy. I'm going to tuck into my cake and my cup of tea now because I'm very tired and I just want to relax. I need to blow my nose. I'm very stuffy because of the cold weather, and I'm just going to chill for the rest of the night because it's been a really manic weekend. I thought it was going to be a chill one, but it hasn't. I've ran all over the place this weekend, but lots of fun and I saw lots of friends, so worth it. I have just spent the remainder of my evening writing out handwritten notes for all of my closest work friends to give them on Valentine's Day, just to tell them how amazing they are and how grateful I am to have them in my life and why and how they're wonderful in all the many ways. I mean, a piece of paper isn't enough to capture all of that. I could go on and on and on and on forever about how wonderful my friends are. But I wanted just a little personalised note. I've written, I think there's 10. I even picked out the paper based on their personalities, which prints I thought would suit them most. And then I'm going to go into work next week on Tuesday and Wednesday when people are in the office and hand them out with a little packet of sweets. I've got some, I've got this sharing grab bag of Maltesers. I was looking for, you know, the love heart sweets or like heart-shaped lollies or something, but no supermarket seemed to have any sort of Valentine's Day candy in, which kind of surprised me. I really thought they'd be going hard on that this year. Lots of flowers, lots of Easter stuff, but no like chocolates or sweets specific to Valentine's Day, so I just went for the bag of Maltesers because that's an easy win. And with them being individual packets, it means I can hand them out individually, and it's not like something that will go off quickly like a cupcake in case people aren't actually in the office next week. But I just thought it would be a nice way to maybe brighten up their day and show my gratitude, because that is my love language, telling people how much I love them and gift giving and all of that sort of stuff. So I just want to remind them why they're great, and that Valentine's Day doesn't have to be about relationships. It can be about the love for yourself, your family and your friends as well. So yeah, I think it's a really important thing to do, and I get a little kick out of it as well, so I'm really excited to see their reactions to that. I would have also liked to have sent like little notes like this to all of my friends, but obviously my friends are distributed across the country, so some are in Newcastle, some are in London, some are in Cambridge, some are at work, some aren't at work, so it would have been a little bit complicated. I did just go for work friends because they will be physically in the office when I see them next week, so for the ease of it I'll be there on Valentine's Day to hand them out. But this is a message to all of my wonderful friends. I do love all of you, even if I can't hand you a physical handwritten note. Just know how much I appreciate and love you all. And I think on that note, I'll end this vlog here. I hope you've enjoyed this rather fun weekend in my life, and a little bit of Valentine's Day celebrations thrown into the mix as well. I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day if you're celebrating, and if you're not with someone, remember to take it as a chance to celebrate yourself and all of the wonderful people in your life, because you deserve it, they deserve it, you deserve love, everyone deserves love, and it comes in all different shapes and sizes. So on that note, love yourself, treat yourself. Thanks for watching everybody, bye.